What are the biggest challenges that female fighters face preparing for a fight?
I think so many female fighters have to have a second job, and I think fitting around potentially being a mother and having a career and having to train and fight, it is very difficult. And I also think there's an entire menstrual cycle that needs to be talked about. There's not enough research and not enough understanding that's gone into female boxing.
For me personally, it's trying to prepare everything correctly and still trying to be a mother at the same time. Throughout camp, sometimes my son he would get sick and he picks up a lot of illnesses from crash. So for me personally, I would find it's hard to prepare whenever your son is sick. But we make it work, and we, as I say, he's in crash and we have a lot of support. So we do get the work done no matter what, but that just makes it a bit harder to prepare.
The female body is different from the male body, and there's certain times of the month that where maybe they mightn't be feeling 100%. So you got to try and work your training around that there, and there's going to be good days and bad days.
I think sometimes emotionally we can be quite up and down. Physically as well, we have some physical things to maybe have to deal with. But to be honest, it's a hard question, but if I speak to myself, I don't really have that many issues that I really go through. I kind of see myself as the same as, I don't know, I'm different to obviously the blokes, but I kind of look at it as I try and look at it as we're all equal, and yeah, I don't really feel there's any problems.
I'd say sort of like weight management is a good one for women that can differ rise to like men, I suppose, because obviously we have our like time of the month and such, and obviously that's been generalised as even the fact that it does affect it, but obviously because we've done it for such a long time, we know our bodies, and I think that's really important for a woman to understand that.
Part of my job and why I've got involved is because I think that's really important. We need to focus on how it affects people, and women retain water, the cutting of weight before a fight can be incredibly dangerous, and there's just not enough research around how it works and how it affects the female body, which we'll undertake.
The biggest challenges the female fighters face is obviously the scrutiny. They are going to get compared to them male fighters, and they're not going to get the acknowledgement of how hard they've worked. They work just as hard as these male fighters as well. I don't think that is recognised at this moment in time. We need to appreciate these people and what they are doing, because it is a hard industry to make your mark in.
I think the biggest challenge for girl boxers at the moment is, I think it's twofold, or maybe threefold actually. It's getting the respect they deserve, which I think that's gone a long way now with what's happening in female sport. It's getting, in better payment terms and getting purses that reflect their ability and the work they've put in. Yeah, they're not on as much as the fellas, but that don't mean that they should be sometimes made to box for next to nothing. And I think the other thing is getting the right fights for them. It's not a massive pool you're pulling from when you're looking to build girls and get them the experience they need to go forward.